quickly want to touch upon Cole Frampton. He's taking a big fight after a big fight.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that you don't always see. You know, you'll always see a person winning a world title and then maybe fighting an easy-ish opponent and then coming back to a harder fight. He's gone straight in with Leo Santa Cruz. How's Cole doing? How's training camp doing?
Training camp's gone great. You know, the fact is that I don't like. That's the British way of doing it. It's like you take a hard fight and you have an easy fight, or maybe 2 easy fights, then you go. You know, it's just the way they do it over here. But they don't do that in the States. They just take hard fight after hard fight, and they take big names, and that's what Carl wants. He wants big names. He wants big money fights. He's not in here to go and fight his mandatories and go and, you know, we had our mandatory in Shingo weight. You know, and it's just like, if we'd have fought him, we'd have had to vacate the other belt. If we'd have fought Rigondeaux, we'd have to vacate the other belt. And both of those fights don't make much money at all. I mean, Santa Cruz is going to make 4 times the money that he would make against Guillermo Rigondeaux or Shingo weight. So why not take the big fight? You know, he's 29 years of age. He's done all his learning. This is a time to go and burst onto the scene. He's burst onto the scene in the UK. Now let's try and make him a superstar on the States.
Is that the problem with Rigondeaux? Because we know he's a great fighter. We know he possesses the skills, but marketability, he's not got that factor that other fighters have in the division.
The thing is the likes of Rigondeaux or even the likes of Scott Quigg. Scott Quigg built his name off Carl Frampton, but you know they're like so driven when it comes to training. They don't understand the Cannon Briggs approach that you've got to go and self-promote yourself, and sometimes they can get trapped in their own little bubble and just continue to train. But this is a brand, it's about creating your own brand, and then that will entice the fans into seeing you kind of do your thing. If Rigondeaux, the problem with him is he's not made any effort to go and speak in English and make himself appealing to the US market.
That's the thing. I was watching, I think it was Anthony Joshua's documentary prior to his last fight, and he's already started speaking Spanish.
But he gets it. He understands the whole brand. Look at his brand that he's created. It's an amazing job. He's created that. He himself. He's self-promoted, and he's a great ambassador for boxing.
Listen, finally, George Groves. After his last fight, he said he wasn't really looking at the Martin Murray fight, but it looks like things have changed. What sort of made him change his mind?
I think you know, it's it gets you into the position in the WBO. Good ranking in the WBO. Get him a really good ranking in the WBA. He's already ranked high in the WBC. This just gives us more options, and I don't think for the Badou Jack's not going to fight him. He wants to Gale. Abraham's got beaten by Ramirez. Ramirez is top rank. I think that'll be a hard fight to sort of make right now. And it's a good keep busy fight, but it's also a good fight to test him at this stage. So obviously, I wanted to win a world title, but I believe that Martin Murray won't live with George Groves. I think the fact that he's going to come to win is going to be the downfall of Martin Murray against the likes of Golovkin. You know, he went in there to try and ride the storm out. But I think with this fight, he's going to come in and try and knock George Groves out, and that could be his downfall.
Final thing, a lot of things have happened in boxing. A lot of crazy things have happened in boxing, but there's a lot of talk of Mayweather, Conor McGregor. What do you make of that?
Will it go on his record? The rumour has it that it won't go on Mayweather's record because it won't be sanctioned as a boxing fight.
But for the money,
listen, if it makes money, it makes sense. Floyd Mayweather's whatever he does turns to gold, and the fact is that he's been around and he just knows how to make money and make it exciting. He's not got an exciting style, but his bravado outside the ring is what kind of shines through and makes people want to tune in, whether they're tuning in to see him get beat or whether they're tuning in to watch his boxing skill. I don't believe Conor McGregor's got the technique. Be interesting if it's not a boxing fight. Why don't they do it in a different sort of style ring? You know what I mean, like an octagon or something that's different. Because he's built his whole style up on leaning back on the ropes. If there's no ropes for him to lean back on, there's a thing in the States. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like sort of. APB or it's not APB.
EKB or something like that. So there isn't actually
PBK or something like that.
So there isn't actually a ring. There's no ropes.
There's nothing for him to lean back on. Or if it's an MMA fight, I believe Conor McGregor will beat him. If it's a boxing fight, I believe Mayweather will beat him. But
overall, it's just crazy, right?
yeah, it's crazy, but it's great. I'm going to tune in to watch it. I'm sure you will. So that's I mean, you know, you forget that, you know, Ali bloody fought that wrestler, and
He fought MMA fighters, wasn't he?
yeah, he just did some crazy stuff. I mean, George Foreman did an exhibition where he fought 5 men on the one night.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. They thought outside the box. Now boxing has become so by the book.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's. I don't know how good it is for boxing. Maybe this is going to be great for boxing and MMA.
Alright, Shane, I've taken
a lot of my time. Yeah, but I've enjoyed it.
Finally, just a quick message to the fans that are coming in. What will they be expecting on the night?
An explosive performance. I think obviously Briggs isn't fighting Dimitrinkov anymore, but the opponent we're looking at is I think will be a good test for him as well. And David's obviously going to have. It's not going to be an easy fight, so it's going to be entertaining. There's going to be some music acts, and I think everyone's going to have a good night. So tune in on Dave or come down and see it at the O2. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Hey fight fans, if you guys haven't already done so, make sure you download the Behind the Gloves app. It's free, and it features really cool stuff like a fight calendar that reminds you of all the upcoming fights, and it allows for you to, with one click, to remind yourself directly to your phone. And it also features 24/7 breaking news that's going on in boxing. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that and subscribe to this channel.